I'm Blake Cook with Keller Williams. Welcome to episode 3 of Queen City Cuisine. Today we're at one of the more prominent food trucks here in Springfield, Missouri, a pasty company, London Calling.
I'm Neil Gom, co-owner of London Calling Pasty Company.
And I'm Carrie Mitchell, co-owner of London Calling Pasty Company and chef for London Calling Pasty Company.
So what brought me to the States was my love for everything American. I loved the whole story growing up as a young child, watching all these American kids going to summer camp, and I wanted to be part of it. So I took a journey over to the States and became a counselor to coach. And in that journey, I met my wife, and Amy is Kerry's sister. And Amy moved immediately to England with me, stayed there for 6 years. And in that 6 years, Kerry came over, had a pasty in Waterloo Station.
See, I saw this beautiful gourmet. I didn't know what it was, how to pronounce it. But I ate one and I absolutely fell in love with it.
And if I ever came over to America, this is what you should do and bring. And it all stemmed from there. And then I came over, and it took us 6 months to get everything off the ground. And we started this business in October of 2013.
I've been looking for something to start a business. Food's my background. We got home, my husband and I got home, and we were excited about the concept. So we started coming up with names, and we were like, well, what's this going to work? Well, no one knows what a pasty is. What can we call it? Well, he said, you know what? Is London calling you? And I'm like, yeah, that's it. He's from a generation that remembers the Clash. So London Calling was a Clash name. It was also used during the World War II when Britain called to report on war movements or whatever. They'd say this is London Calling. So it has a history not just surrounding the pasty.
So a pasty originated in the 1800s. It was something that the miners would take with them to the mines. It was really good at holding heat because it was in a pastry. And what they did was they crimped the edge of the pastry to put it together, but also to create a handle with which they could hold the food. They would go down the mines, get their hands dirty, arsenic on their hands, wouldn't have any way to wash them properly. So that handle was something they held onto and ate the pasty with, finished the pasty and threw the crimp away. It's now very popular in Michigan, the Upper Peninsula. So the miners went from Cornwall, England, and they traveled to Michigan. A lot of Finnish people came over to Michigan and Upper Peninsula, and there's a big following up there and a big production of the pasty up there as well.
They use carrots in their traditional pasty though, instead of rutabaga. Yeah.
A little different.
We rent a kitchen, a commercial kitchen, inside Price Cutter at Republic and National. And that's where all of our products are made. We make them handmade, we hand crimp them. We do as much from scratch as possible. We use real butter in the crust and in the fillings. And then we freeze them. We bake them, and then we freeze them, and then we bake them again at each of the locations that we have. And so that makes them more easily transportable, and we don't have to have as much specialty knowledge at each of our locations. Our knowledge stays in the kitchen, so that's pretty handy, and we can control quality and that kind of thing.
Our pasties are sold hot, and they're also sold frozen, so you can take and bake, and you can mix and match the different flavors and try them all out with different family members. And we offer deals on those as well, so you can buy 5 and get 1 free. So you can find us on Glenstone and Chestnut at the big red double-decker bus. You can't miss it as you go north on the right-hand side. Big red one, it's actually our seating area, so you can eat aboard a British, authentic double-decker bus, which is pretty unique in anywhere, but especially in Springfield. So it's something that you'll always remember eating on a double-decker. This location does hot and frozen pasties here. You can call ahead your order and we'll have it ready, or you just pop in and it's all ready as well. That's our location on Glenstone and Chestnut. On Battlefield Mall, we have a location inside the food court. It's open every single day, so you'll always get us there. It's a fun location with a British telephone box that you can kind of have a photo taken with, get inside, have a look at. But there we do shepherd's pies all the time. We do pasties. We also do fish and chips, which many of you might know. We're very known, the Brits, for our fish and chips, and Kerry's made an authentic with fish and chips with haddock and chips, and we do mushy peas. We actually import them from England, the mushy peas. A lot of people haven't had them here, so it's real fun to try. And we sell British beer, British cider, crisps, which are like your kettle chips. So then we also have the catering vehicle, our mobile truck, which is again a lot of fun. It goes to all the different events around town. So not only do we go to schools and hospitals and businesses, do business lunches, but we also take it to a lot of the events around this local area. Go all the way out to some of the Renaissance festivals in central Missouri. We go to a food truck festival in Carthage once a month, and then lots of local festivals, music festivals as well. Or if you call ahead and cater event, we can provide anything for you on that vehicle as well. And then the final location's at the kitchen, where we make everything on Price Cutter at National and Republic Road, and that's open Monday to Friday. And we sell just frozen pasties to take and bake there.
And we're located between produce and alcohol. And there's a little wooden window there that you can just ring our doorbell. We use real steak in that gravy, and we use real Guinness, and a lot of it. We're playing with American tastes and English tradition.
One of the original pasties, which is one of my favourites, the original pasty from England, it's a Cornish pasty. We call it here a traditional pasty, and it's got steak, rutabaga, onion and potato, and it's what I grew up back home. However, my favourite one that is a huge dish in the UK is the chicken tikka masala pasty. And it's a mild Indian curry with a creamy tomato sauce and chicken and spices, loads of flavour to it, a little bit of heat, but not too much.
And then our shepherd's pie. I love our shepherd's pie. If I take something home at night after a long day, that's it. Ground beef, peas, carrots, mushrooms, and a beef and sherry gravy. And we top that with mashed potatoes and brown those real nice.
So you definitely got to hit it with that Guinness gravy. Yo. Here's what I love about this. The steak has so much flavor, and then you get the potatoes and all of that other just mixed in there, and it's a hearty meal. So I will always tell you, almost always, whenever you come to London Calling, you have to get the Guinness gravy. But whenever it comes to the chicken tikka, you just don't. It's almost disrespectful. The flavor profile on this is just out of this world. If you like spice, this has got like that spice flavor, but without the spice, if that makes any sense. There's no heat, but all of that flavor just comes shining through in every bit. The chicken is just tender and just fantastic. There's nothing that I dislike about this pasty. Really, there's nothing I dislike about anything at London Calling, really. The chicken tikka is probably my favorite one, outside of one of their specialty ones that they don't have at the moment, but the chicken tikka is, yeah, that's the one right there. There's nothing that I don't like about what goes on here at London Calling. It's absolutely fantastic.
That's a wrap for this episode of Queen City Cuisine. See you guys next time.